No, cool. No, it started.
I wanna be your baby. Hey, baby, you change me. I wanna be your baby. You know you drive me crazy. You know you're my baby. Hey, baby, you change me. I love the way you look too. Whatever it is, I got you. Your body's never touched to. You know I could touch to.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're subscribed now, please subscribe me so much. So today, me and
Asia
are going to be going around campus and asking college kids what's the youngest that they would date and what's the oldest that they would date, and see their answers.
Let's go.
Please like, please now, please. What age is a YouTuber? Let's go.
Today I am with
Caleb.
Okay, Caleb. And our question is, what is the oldest age that you would date?
I probably about 30.
30. What is the youngest age that you would date?
Probably about 18.
And how old are you?
I'm 20.
I'm here with,
Monica.
how old are you?
I'm 19.
19. What's the oldest that you would date?
The oldest I would date, 26, 25, something like that.
What's the youngest that you would date?
19.
19? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good age.
Marlena,
Well, that's cute. How old are you?
26.
26. Okay, what's the oldest that you would date?
Maybe like, maybe like 32.
32? Okay. What's the youngest that you would date?
25.
25. Okay. Thank you. With
Marina.
JC.
how old are you guys?
22.
19.
What's the oldest that y'all would date?
Oldest that we would date?
Mm-hmm.
I would say like 4 to 5 years older than I would, than my age, like right now.
Yeah, I would say 4 years to like right now, like 23 probably.
What's the youngest?
Youngest, I would say like 20, so 2 years below what I am right now.
Well, since I'm 19, only like 18 because that would be weird. Otherwise.
You're with
Destiny,
Jaden.
how old are you guys?
18.
I'm 19.
19. Okay, what's the oldest that y'all would date?
I got an older brother, so that kind of, I would say 21, 22.
I'm a little older. I'm about to be 20, so I'd say probably like up to 24.
24. What's the youngest?
Oh,
Oh,
I don't do the youngest, baby. Unless we're the
Period.
same age, like a month apart or something like that. But
I
other than that,
don't know. I date people that's older than me. I think the youngest I've ever dated was like my age.
Your age?
Jonathan Williams.
Jonathan. So how old are you?
22.
What's the oldest that you would date?
Oldest that I would date? Oh, probably 26.
26.
Yeah.
What's the youngest?
Youngest? I only go like 1, maybe 2 years below my age. I can't do it younger than that. It gets a little too complicated. So I guess like 20.
20. I'm here with
Destin.
Destin. How old are you?
22.
What's the oldest that you would date?
26, 27,
26 or 7. What's the youngest?
20, 21.
You're with
Nastasha. Amani.
how old are you guys?
18. 18.
What's the oldest that y'all would date?
Like, what you mean? Like,
The oldest y'all would date?
I'll say 32.
32.
30.
30. What's the youngest?
Hell no. Like, no, I only date dudes older than me, so ain't no youngest.
Period.
Juan,
How old are you?
25.
What's the oldest that you would date?
What's the oldest I would what?
Date.
21.
The oldest?
Yes. I just play. Let me stop. The oldest I would date would be, come on, 24.
24.
I don't want no sugar mama. I don't want nobody older than me. You know that's it. You know how that is.
Mm-hmm. What's the youngest?
Not that one. I'm just playing. You gotta be legal, so you gotta be 18, 20. 20. I don't want to sound like no pervert. 20 years old. 20 years old.
Okay, today I am with.
Peyton. Cameron.
Okay, so what is the oldest you would date?
Oldest? 35, maybe 40, depending on how she look. Maybe. She might be Neil Long or something.
Yeah, oh God, I was right, bro.
Okay.
Neil Long,
I
baby.
don't know about that one. Well, I'm 21. I say about 30. 30 probably.
30? Okay, what is the youngest you would date?
18. 20. I can't do that.
Okay, and how old are you guys?
I'm 21. Yeah, I'm 21.
Okay, 21. Thank you. And how old are you?
18.
Okay, so what is the oldest you would date?
Probably like 19 or 20.
19 or 20? Okay, what is the youngest you would date?
18.
18. Okay, thank you.
So what's your name?
Money. I just go by money.
Money. Okay, how old are you?
22.
What's the oldest that you would date?
Just anything on the menopause.
Wait. What's the youngest?
Youngest, like 20.
20.
Denisha.
Denisha, how old are you?
I'm 20.
20. What's the oldest that you would date?
Probably like 24, 25.
What's the youngest?
I wouldn't date anybody younger than me.
La Monica.
So how old are you?
I am 23.
23. What's the oldest that you would date?
Girl, like 35.
What's the youngest?
25.
25. Okay. What's your name?
Josh,
How old are you?
19.
What's the oldest that you would date?
Probably 22.
What's the youngest?
18.
Thank you. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike. How old are you?
21.
What's the oldest that you would date?
Oldest that okay. Oldest I would date? Right now I guess it'd be like 24?
24. What's the youngest?
Youngest? 19.
19. Here with?
Kelly,
How old are you?
19.
What's the oldest that you would date?
25.
25. What's the youngest?
18.
Here with?
Rosie Venegas.
That's pretty. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. What's the oldest that you would date?
The oldest I would date, probably 22 at the highest.
22. What's the youngest?
Youngest, probably 18.
I'm here with?
Fred and Corbin.
How old are you guys?
20. 21.
What's the oldest that y'all would date?
20. 24.
24. What's the youngest?
19.
19. Here with?
Tashawn,
Tashawn. How old are you?
19.
What's the oldest that you would date?
That I would date? Probably like 22.
22. What's the youngest?
19.
So I'm here with?
Shanae.
Cardi.
How old are you guys?
18.
What's the oldest that y'all would date?
21.
Yeah, 21.
What's the youngest?
18.
19.
I'm here with?
Tyler Barnes.
How old are you?
20.
20. What's the oldest that you would date?
Oldest that I would date? 23.
23. What's the youngest?
19.
19. Here with?
Stefan.
Keandria.
How old are you guys?
22.
23.
What's the oldest that y'all would date?
Oh, now for me, it's crazy because if I'm 22, I probably, give me probably about 30. Oh, I want to say 38 because that'll be like the close to age to my mom. Probably stop me right at 35, 38 or 40.
I know you fucking lying. Because, oh my God,
38 or 40?
Mm-hmm. I'd say like 28. I'm a girl.
What's the youngest?
Now youngest.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm 22, probably 22, around about 20. No, not even 20. 22, I won't, I'm be a little older than me.
Period.
23.
23. The oldest that you would date. Wait, he's looking like he's scared. Okay, what's the oldest that you would date?
Shit. Any age, fuck. Like, what, 35, 30? Nah, I ain't gonna date, though. Not dating, but I'll talk to him or whatever.
Run, bitch! Run!
I want me a cougar. Not, you know what? Start that over.
Here with?
Christian.
How old are you?
20.
What's the oldest that you would date?
Ooh, that's a tough one right there. Fuck. Damn. Probably like 28.
28?
30.
What's the youngest?
The youngest, 18.
18?
I'm 20. I'm gonna be 21. Shit. 17. You got to know.
Period. I'm here with
Blake Moy.
Blake. How old are you?
I'm 19.
What's the oldest that you would date?
Oldest, it don't really go less. They're like really old. Like I say, like 25, I guess.
25. What's the youngest?
Probably somebody in college, whatever age that is. I wouldn't go below college.
Okay. I'm here with
Katie McBride.
How old are you?
How old am I? Oh gosh, 32.
32? What's the oldest that you would date?
The oldest that I would date? That's hard to say. Probably not anybody that was more than 10 years older than me, but I might make exceptions.
Right.
Yeah.
If the money good.
That would be the only thing.
Yeah, not the only. What's the youngest that you would date?
Probably maybe 5 years younger than me.
So I'm here with
Raven Manuel.
And Danielle.
How old are you guys?
22.
20.
Okay, what's the oldest that y'all would date?
Date? I say 23. Date as in like okay, I would say like 21.
21. What's the youngest?
20.
19.